This is our first podcast ever. A podcast about nothing. My name is Black Rafiki. Better yet, name's Goddard, but you can call me Black Rafiki or Rafiki for short. Got couple buddies with me. To my left.
What's going on? My name is Caleb David. Okay, y'all not gonna remember that, so just go ahead and call me. Yeah, no one in the world is gonna. That's all I know. I can spell it, but it's not gonna matter. On the interwebs, I go by the name of Mookie. The full name is Mookie833. There's a story behind that. I'll tell that story eventually. But I go by Mookie. Thought about this podcast idea for quite a while. So it was just time we just decided, get on the mics and start somewhere. Shout outs to the inspirations. So shout out to X Chase Money and the GMG podcast. Shout outs to Greg Miller, Colin Moriarty, and Kinda Funny crew. And shout outs to Modern War Negro and the rest of the gaming Illuminati. It's kind of been a thing that I've just been thinking about for a long time. I can't write to save my life.
I can't either.
I can't. If I try to write a love letter, I'd end up in a bad relationship. So, I'm much more like rather talk about what's going on, and so that's what this started. So I'm gonna stop talking right now. Whoever's next, you go ahead, introduce yourself, brothers.
All right, what up? My name is Tim, aka Timmy Tunga. On Snapchat, Instagram,
Bars. Fire! That's the first time I heard that one.
I'm sorry, the mic just caught on fire. I just heard a podcast and I was like, cool, let me sit in on this, trying to do my homework, community college. But yeah, I'm just into music and I just like chatting and being a clown, so just see where this goes.
Alright, I'm Damaris Oliver, aka Ace Oliver, a.k.a. Gibby, a.k.a. Daryl Ninja D, a.k.a. Damaris07, a.k.a. Damaris15. I just got too many. I do YouTube and this. That's it. Alright.
Alright, so with this is it's a podcast about nothing, but we talk about anything and everything in pop culture. We all have our expertise. We all have our areas that we like to really talk about things personally.
I'm gonna stop you right there. This man said expertise. We are experts in nothing.
Sorry.
Again, shout out to Charlemagne and Andrew Schultz. Brilliant idiots. This is like developing idiots. We're not even brilliant.
We're not even certified idiots.
We're not even brilliant, and we're barely idiots. So,
correction.
We have interests, and that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna talk about what interests us, what we're spending our money on, what we're playing. I play too many video games as it is. So, for me to start a podcast about video games, which might actually start off from this. I do YouTube, I do Twitch. I'm going to give out the plugs later. But no, we just something constructive to do on our Sunday nights besides play more video games. We're going to get into it in a little bit.
So Mookie, so just to kind of clarify, video games, huge. I know we'll definitely be hitting music at some point within these podcasts. Yep. Comics is another thing. I know we'll touch on those a bit, whatever's going on at the time. Movies, I think for me as well, that I'm in that same realm. Tim, what you got for people?
I just got music. If y'all want to talk about music, I can do that, but
jazz.
I can do more than jazz, Just music in general. I game a little bit. I can keep up. I know it's out there, but yeah, that's about it. You alright, bro?
I'm cool. I was trying to drink out of this sports bottle real ultra quiet, and I think it just
you can't do that.
Sounds
like he's on a breathing machine.
Super awkward. I'm bro, what's going on here?
Gibby, what are your interests?
Yo,
where you at?
I'm tech, anime, gaming.
I forgot anime.
Yo,
that's a big one.
I'm pretty sure all of us are pretty much in the same interest boat. That would explain why we have closeness and everything. So I think it's all just going to be around the same thing for all of us. Just different. All of us are going to go into different things because we all have different interests. Like as far as anime,
yeah, our focuses are a little more tailored in certain areas, but we all are in the same general realm. We dabble in each of these realms. So with that being said, there's a lot of things we're going to talk about. So today, I mean, what's on everybody's mind? What are we wanting to do here?
So football has started.
I'm out.
I don't too much like to entertain that confoonery, but can someone explain to me how Peyton Manning
oh god
got me 4 points? I don't care. Like football is whatever. Shout out to Pittsburgh Steelers. All right, so I'm African, so like I don't claim to be the biggest fan of any particular sport besides basketball, and I'm like I'll repeat, I'm African, so I'm here on loan. I'm in the States on loan. When I get old, I'm taking my butt back to Africa. So I live in Kansas City. Lived in Kansas City for as long as I can remember. So I default to the home teams. My favorite teams are the Pittsburgh Steelers as far as football is concerned. When it comes to basketball, KU basketball is the truth. Nothing else exists. NBA, Boston Celtics. Shout out to all the Boston Celtics fans out here. You Lakers fans are still out here trying to get your North Championship.
Yo, I'm from LA. So
you think I care?
You gotta chill.
Yeah, you gotta chill. Who has the most championships though?
Hey, we ain't even gonna go into that.
That's Boston. Anyway, as far as football is concerned, I like the Pittsburgh Steelers, the Chiefs. I don't want to jump on the bandwagon because everyone's a Chiefs fan all of a sudden. I swear girls that can't even spell Chiefs fans be walking out here with Chiefs shirts. For no reason. For no reason. Like, name one player on the team. Charles.
That guy with the dreads. You know him.
Yeah, that one. Anyway, so like...
That's a conversation.
Anyway, before we get into a conversation, that doesn't need to be a conversation. I'm in a fantasy football league, and I'm getting destroyed out here, but I'm like, it's cool. Peyton Manning's about to be up. This is Peyton Manning we're talking about. Okay, Skip Bayless. This is Peyton Manning we're talking about. Peyton Manning. Skip is always going to talk about how... I don't know if it's Skip or Stephen A. One of them going to talk about... Skip. Skip's always going to talk about the pedigree of Peyton Manning. This man got me 4 points, dog. The kicker got me 15.
That's a problem.
But why, though?
That is a huge problem.
See, like, honestly...
How, Sway?
I'm going to be honest with you real quick. So... Of course, like the fact that you got a kicker getting you more points, that's obviously a problem. But me, I've never been into fantasy football. I haven't gotten into it, so I don't know how the rules go.
You see, that's I really don't know too. I just play. I really just play. I just
Somebody, hey, I got a league. You want to join? Fine, I'll do it.
Let's do it.
That's literally how it generally turns out.
Honestly, this is probably the greatest waste of money because I pay $20 every year. I don't know why I pay that. I pay.
Wait, this stuff costs money?
Depends on who you join.
Sometimes the league I'm in, it's a league with some of my buddies from high school, and it's a $20 buy-in, which I'm fine. $20 ain't nothing but like get you 2 Lunchables and.
Boy, where you buying Lunchables?
That's what I'm saying. It get you 2 Lunchables.
That's like $1 at Walmart.
Wait, where am I buying my Lunchables?
Yeah, where are you buying Lunchables?
You don't have a discount yet. Where am I buying my Lunchables at? Anyway, $2 and maybe like a Big Mac meal with a large fry on the side. Sweet tea. If that's my favorite McDonald's order, but I had to cut it off. Anyway, I'm out here dying. I'm like, man, I'm getting killed, but it's cool. Peyton Manning is coming up. Halfway through the game, I check this dude has 3 points. 3. My kicker is at 15. I'm like, Lord have mercy.
That's a problem.
Anyway, anyone else? Football, fans, football?
The whole football thing, I mean, it's cool, but like that's not my forte. If we're gonna talk football, it's gonna be world football. We actually kick the ball, aka soccer. I mean, that's where my expertise is, or that's where my interest is, not expertise, as we earlier clarified. But to me, that's a lot more entertaining. But this whole football, it's there. To me, it's a sport that's there. I can enjoy it if I really want to with the right group of friends. But then
you're not going to watch it by yourself.
I don't really want to watch it by myself.
Here's my thing. Here's the question. Like, and I need to ask this to everyone in general. Like, is anyone here a big enough fan of any particular sport that they could watch it without doing something else? Because unless I'm at the event, unless I'm at it. Even KU basketball, and I love KU basketball. Unless I'm there, I'm watching and usually doing something else.
Yeah, like
I will.
you're
I
just
will
watch
my
your phone.
phone.
Yeah.
I'm eating. I'm not. I don't think is anyone here like a sports fanatic enough. Like when they're watching the game, everything else.
It
goes on?
depends. Like for me, it depends on what soccer game it is. Then I will do.
If it's the World Cup, hey, you know what? Man, I'm such a terrible sports fan. I don't even like unless it's like the last game of the World Cup and somebody's bleeding. I'm not interested.
Yeah.
For me, if it's a rivalry and it's expected to be a good match and it turns out to be a good match, you're not going to find me on my phone. But then how often, sometimes with some of these rivalries, sometimes they become disappointments. Then you're on your phone. But like if it is from beginning to end, I won't touch my phone except for halftime because what's going on at halftime?
That's how I'm like, because at some point you're going to pick up your phone, like commercial comes on, you're going to pick up your phone.
But with
and
soccer,
at
you
that
don't
point,
get a commercial until
yeah, that's true.
halfway through. So like you're watching for 45 minutes and then you can pick, because you're watching the same game the analysis are about to be talking about. Like, what's the point? It's like I can make my own analysis and my own opinion. I'm not about to double dip on this. And hey, maybe they have some interesting nuggets of information that you'll hear. But other than that, I'm not really gonna pay attention to it. I'm watching the game myself.
Me off lately when I watch it though, because I was I forgot who I was watching. It was like England and someone playing.
Switzerland.
Yeah. Very recently, Rooney scored his
Last
50th
week, I think
career
it's-
goal. Yeah.
I'm like, yo, these dudes like Rooney specifically. I don't know why he pissed me off so much. Like this dude's like falling and everything for no reason.
I will not attempt to accept any confoonery. You're not about to insult Rooney like that's not one of the 7 players that I know. Rooney is God in this room. Rooney is God in this podcast. I will not accept Rooney being insulted. Like I know 7 soccer players, and Rooney is at the top of that list.
He's the top one. Okay, well,
Yeah, here's the thing.
I'll take it
I understand. I get where you're coming from, and it really is annoying. But flopping has become an art now of the game. That's the sad
I'm not
part.
gonna lie.
Yo,
I like
when
a good flopper. Like,
No, look, when you hit somebody else, when you hit somebody,
He realized that. He's like, I
think
realize.
about it.
I like a good flop.
If somebody flops, you want it to be over dramatic. You don't want it to be like you just want to. you just want to lose it. Like you can't. Ref, I got hit. Red card. Nah, I want it to be over the top.
Look. So look, this dude hit somebody else with his head, and then goes like, headache. Oh, congrats. Starts seizing up and everything. I'm like, yo, what's wrong with this? And I'm like, yo, this is. I already get mad at NBA whenever those fouls when they like fall down, legs go all the way up, and then they go back down. Shaq
be rolling like a baby.
With soccer, they
Okay.
do a complete backflip.
These
bro.
are old kung fu movies.
I don't want to hear about flopping if LeBron is not in this conversation. I don't care when anybody says, "Oh, it's the greatest player in the world." This man is the greatest flopper of all time, dog.
Ain't nobody
of all
touched his
time.
flops.
I'm telling you, this man flopped. Like Joey Crawford hit him. This man flew across like the court. Joey Crawford is 90. How do you flop when the ref hits you, dog? Like LeBron is the greatest flopper of all time. I don't care what anybody says. The greatest flopper of all time. How do you flop when Joey Crawford touches you? I swear if somebody breathe on LeBron, his hairline will fall off, dog.
I mean, you give that like another year or so, it's gonna fall off.
Hey, is it cool if I play a video? Is that all right?
A video of what?
I found a really good video, bro.
He's taking the subway. Don't mind us. She just needs to use the elevator.
Wait! Who are you?
You know who I am.
I do.
Your friendly neighborhood John Cena.
Wait, that's another subject. I've seen the video.
I'm done with that. I'm getting off the podcast. I'm going to bed. I'm done with humanity as a thing. Since when did John Cena become the most popular guy on the internet?
When did it start?
happen?
When did it start?
Who did this?
I don't know when it started.
Whoever did this, if you're listening, I need to find you and set your whole soul on fire. Why have you
I
done
want to
this?
shake his hand. Like, it was cool at first, but now it's
No, it's not. Yo,
This tomfoolery's gotta stop.
I used to like John Cena until a week ago, because now he's everywhere. I can't even watch
Now
it
you're
at
like, I hate
home. I was watching the meme. Somebody caught me. I was watching a Yu-Gi-Oh thing.
everybody caught me.
Everybody got caught. Like me and one of our
That
brothers.
Kanye one. It's
Bruh.
have you had a girl? Have you seen her? You know what song? And then they were like,
Gold Digger.
did you catch it? Cena? I was like, oh
yeah.
no.
Cena.
John Cena.
Oh, it's so
No, me and my brother Matthew, our brother's Matthew, we've been watching Netflix put up all the seasons of Yu-Gi-Oh! So
Now we're
we're
Netflix and chilling.
No, we're not going there.
I mean, yes, but no. Anyway, so we watch old school episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! Whatever because we're playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Legacy of the Duelist on PlayStation. If you don't have that game and you're a Yu-Gi-Oh! fan, go pick it up. It's a lot of fun.
It's a great play.
Shameless
It really is a great play.
Yeah,
I
you can-
promise you, they're not paying him to say this.
I mean, Sony doesn't even know my name. Yeah, but it's on PlayStation and I believe on Xbox as well. I'm playing it on PlayStation. You can play through I think from the original all the way to
Zexal. What is the current generation?
Whatever
I know
that is.
nothing about.
Whatever that is, I have no clue what it is, but you can play through all the seasons. I mean, I don't know if it's like every single battle, but the major battles. And it's a really fun game to pick up. So I've been watching through old episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh! And it's the episode where Yugi has to battle Yami, and he summons all three Egyptian
You ever
god
play?
cards.
Because I gotta.
No, we're not. No. I'm gonna get upset real quick. Yugi summons. Yugi says goes on this long diatribe, and then summons Ra.
Summoning ritual he has to
it's
do.
a summoning ritual, so he has to do whatever he has to say to summon the winged dragon of Ra. And then he does it. I summon thee. I almost broke my phone. Okay. I almost broke my phone. Granted, that would be a good thing because I hate this phone. I've been meaning to talk about this.
Oh no! Here we go. Oh Lord.
No, but I agree with him. But
Praise Apple and whoever the new CEO is. Because that
Tim
iPhone,
Cook.
Tim Cook, shout outs to you. I want to meet you and shake your hand. Because that iPhone 6S Plus looks cool.
Ooh, man.
That thing looks godly. I just pre-ordered mine and September.
You know, I think we need to go back to flip phones, bro.
No, you
Those things are
wait,
no, listen, no, hear me out.
Coming
Those things
from the
are
iPhone
indestructible.
As indestructible as they are, how inconvenient is
Yo.
it to do T9 texting? Do you remember?
Oh,
T9
yeah,
that wasn't done.
But
I wasn't
the
done.
greatest part about T9 texting is once you memorize it, you could do it underneath the table without looking.
Wait, real quick, I can do that now with the touchscreen. Because
Are
it's
you
the same,
lying?
it's the same way as a keyboard.
You fraudulent.
You lying?
If you can
Autocorrect. I dare you to do it with autocorrect. See what happens. You're gonna be saying, "Hi, mom, I love you." You're gonna say something else.
Yo,
Guarantee.
matter of fact, you know why even do
Hi,
that?
Mom,
We can
I
just
lost
say,
my toe.
Okay, hey Siri, we can do that nowadays. And be like, hey Siri.
Siri done made niggas lazy though. I
Yeah,
swear.
Siri has.
Siri done
She
made
calls me
everybody.
daddy still, so I mean,
We're not gonna get into that
Let's not
conversation.
get into
We're
that.
gonna slide right out of those DMs and move on to the next subject. I can't speak English. Subject. So what's next on the agenda?
No, you didn't even finish. Really, you were gonna
didn't.
go on your Galaxy 5.
Oh yeah. Anyway, so I blame the ADD. Galaxy.
People blaming ADD.
Galaxy S5. I actually.
Wait, that's another day.
Galaxy S5. This might be the worst phone of all time. This might be worse than a suitcase phone. I swear to God. This phone might be worse than a suitcase phone.
how?
Everything about this phone is
Bro,
terrible.
you just got so
Everything about this phone is terrible.
He just stood all the way.
This phone is garbage. Tell me, okay, so besides the phone, like just deciding not to send messages when it wants, the settings menu is unreadable. And like maybe it's just me, but the ecosystem of the Samsung phone, Android phone, chicanerous, deplorable, absolutely unusable.
I'm just gonna say this real quick. Okay, I'm Apple fan and everything. I'm also Android fan. But if it's like default Android, like Google Play edition of anything, then those are good phones. Nexus 5, I love that phone so much.
I don't know what I have. But whoever made this Samsung phone needs to come instruct me how to use this thing. Because this thing, a 6-year-old could, maybe a 6-year-old can use. Look, I'm like an 89-year-old grandpa with this phone. I'm like, bro, I can't even
They
turn
have
the
extra
volume
stuff
up,
trying to
bro.
go on too much, and they're trying to cover up the original Android.
I looked at the OS system. It told me I'm on Blueberry version 9. What is a Blueberry, dog?
That's
That's the OS? Who names their OS Blueberry version 9? How many other Blueberries did you have before 9? What was it before?
no. That's because like
Jelly
okay, look.
beans.
It was Jelly Bean?
No, it wasn't Jelly Bean. That's Android. Okay, look. So Android, that's their default operating system. companies like Samsung, they have a skin over it, right?
I don't know what that means.
They have an operating system over their operating system over Android.
Okay,
So it runs Android.
So see, this is why it's nonsense.
And like Apple, they have the iOS, and then no one can touch that. That's what I'm saying. Default Android. When you go and buy your Google Play edition of a phone, it's nothing added on there. It's just
Okay,
pure
so-
Android.
okay.
Those are good phones.
Okay, I'm
I
following
mess
now.
with the Nexus devices.
Anyway, I'm done. I'm done with Samsung and
Be
anything
done
that's
with
not
them, yeah.
Apple. I'm done with everything until.
Can I quick plug in if anybody's selling an iPhone 5S or iPhone 5, hit your boy up on Twitter or Instagram at Timmy Tunga because your boy needs to upgrade. So
He's struggling.
I got this
just received a text message from 2
I
days
got
ago.
a text from 2 days ago. The girl was asking me if I was working. I was like, nah. She's like, what are you talking about? Anyway, long story short. Yeah.
Is that how she replied?
Yeah, she's like, what are you talking about? I was like, girl, like,
Girl, you hit me up first.
That's the worst part about it. This phone, when the homies are sending memes in the group text,
You can't receive
I
them.
can't.
I mean, it doesn't happen all the time. It just happened to be this one, but I wasn't trying to.
That's what
No,
I'm saying.
but he's on a Galaxy. The rest
Oh,
of us are on an
that's
So
right.
iPhone.
I can't. iMessage
That's one
nobody.
thing I love
The worst
about
part
iPhone.
is the worst part is I can only see when people mention me on Twitter. I can't see no favorites.
Real quick.
I can't check my DMs. I can't see who
I want to
retweeted
say
me.
one thing real quick about iPhones. I like the fact that when I send somebody a message, or like if they send me a message, they can see that I read it and they can see that I ignored them. I love that.
Yes.
You one of them fraudulent
I
people.
don't like texting you, bro. You send one word text message.
Personally,
unless you trying to be funny.
Oh,
Like,
you acting. Wait a minute.
Why
We
you
might have
always
to? Why we have to?
lying?
We might have to address this. You complained about texting a full-grown man and him sending one-word text.
well, like I'm trying to have a conversation. Like, hey, bro, like what's going on? Like he's like, I'm good.
You trying to watch Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix and chill, bro, with the homies.
No, you can't. Yo, I'm about to cut off so many of my bros. I swear I am.
Yeah, but shout out to J. Cole for defining Netflix and chill. Does anybody remember what's the name of that song? I think it's Role Models.
No role models.
Where it talks about some
I don't remember the exact line.
whatever. When he talks about making the pizza man wait, that's Netflix and chill.
Not you see.
I didn't catch it.
I mean,
But as-
I
see,
forgot
as-
the line. I think it was like I think it was like so
Wait,
good.
hey, make the just wait. Make the pizza man wait.
Hold
Something
on.
like
Yeah. I
something
mean,
like
I
that.
can't. This is one of my favorite lines of the entire song, and I forgot about it. So I think it was like so good. Make a call your girl and say, "Hey, what's good?" Say, "I'm never come. Yeah, sorry, I'm never coming home." Then proceed to hung up the phone and later would. Yeah, something like that. No, I think I'm missing two. I'm mixing two.
We're
songs
missing
now.
some. We're missing some lines.
Anyway,
But anyways.
we'll figure it out. Yeah, but that to me is the perfect definition of Netflix and chill.
But everybody has their own definition, regardless. Even if they're because you can have so many words, and there is a broad. Everybody for the most part is understood. But then you got those few people, or even if you go to another country, that word could mean something completely different. So it's in this day and age, it's really hard to say this is what it means.
But I think
everybody has their own
blame
definition.
Twitter because Twitter just destroyed context because people just be taking stuff and be okay. I really just want to
140 characters. You
Yeah.
can't really get anything from.
I really did
140
want to talk about this though, because like recently the whole thing about Idris Elba, a lot of people wanted Idris Elba to be the new James Bond, and like Idris Elba might be the greatest black actor of all time besides Morgan Freeman, because that dude is boss.
That dude, no.
I mean,
say
not all time.
Yeah.
All time is a stretch and a half. But Idris Elba is killing the game right now.
I read a very interesting, not an interesting. I kind of wanted to laugh, but then again, he could be serious. I read an article, and I don't know necessarily how true it is. David Beckham has interest in wanting to be the next James Bond.
Yeah, stupidity at its finest. Moving on. We're not going to entertain that nonsense. Anyway, moving on. So the director said Idris Elba was too street to play James Bond. I'm like, this dude is smoking crack. And this is why I feel like Twitter is taking a lot of things out of context, because I later listened to, I think it was IGN UK, where they got more in depth in it. The director named some other black African American actor he said he thought would be perfect, but he just feels like Idris Elba is too street, meaning like his demeanor, and like if you watch his movies, like he's thuggish, ruggish. I mean, he played a Norse god, so I think dude, like the guy could do whatever he felt like. I still want him to be like.
But
I feel like I still want him to be James Bond. Like I was never really on board with the idea of Childish Gambino being Miles
Morales.
I feel like that's not a good
that's what I was
mix.
just about to bring up.
Wow, but I mean, the character
Here's my
really
thing.
was based on him, though.
No,
It's not.
No.
Miles Morales is Mexican and black.
Yeah, and like here's my thing. Like Gambino, and like he says this all the time. Gambino is like the suburban black guy. I feel like not like Miles Morales. And I can't really go too much into it because I haven't really read the comics. But like Miles Morales, I feel is more like Static Shock. Like Static Shock was like.
I want to be Static Shock.
Static Shock was the greatest. Probably black. I keep saying some of the greatest of all time, but I feel like Static Shock is the second greatest black character on comic character of all time.
Pause for a moment.
Second only to the Black Panther because he's African and he's a king.
Okay,
so he's winning
pause for a moment.
eternity.
Personally, this is a pet peeve of mine. Static Shock.
It's a cartoon.
It's a
Static.
cartoon, and his name is Static, but it's a random pet peeve. The character when he's written,
yeah.
his name is Static, but people say Static Shock because of the show. It rolls off the tongue. I
Yeah.
get it. I catch myself doing it, but personally, it bothers me.
It's Static.
It's
I get it.
Static.
No, but like I like Static was like okay, so like they were in the hood, but he kind of went to a prep school. I feel like Miles Morales is more like a Selena Kyle, like raised in a rough neighborhood and like became a hero.
The
out
only way
of,
he
like,
became a hero is because his dad was stealing, and the spider got attached to his dad and ended up biting him.
I mean, I had no clue about
Yeah.
that. I said, I haven't read a single Miles Morales comic, so I don't know anything about it. I don't feel like Childish Gambino's demeanor fits it. Like, who did he play? Cool.
Troy.
Yeah, Troy.
Not Community.
Yeah, Troy from Community.
I mean,
like,
Troy.
Yeah, I don't like.
No, you said cool, which is Abed though.
Yeah, Troy and Abed in the morning.
That's a handshake.
I forgot.
Yeah. Anyway, so I don't feel like from what I've seen of his acting experience, I think he's a great art. I think he's a great actor, great artist. I think his comedy is straight trash. I saw one. I did not like it.
Which one was it?
I don't know. Maybe it was an old one. I just didn't think it was very good. I don't think his demeanor suits the Pacific character. I would much rather see maybe Jaden Smith, maybe the guy who plays I Hate Chris.
Tyler Williams.
Maybe Michael B. Jordan. But I feel like he just caught a fat meek playing Johnny Storm on Fantastic Four. I haven't seen it. I can't give any.
You know how you were just
input
talking
on
about
it.
the whole James Bond thing? Like, everyone took that out of context, and they were like, okay, it's racist because they won't let him be James Bond. Mm-hmm. So, like, the thing is, I was actually going to bring up this whole Miles Morales thing because that's actually Disney. They're not allowing a black Spider-Man. They're not going to allow it.
I
at
mean,
all.
that's fine. Like, here's my thing. I can't.
They said they're not going to allow. They said he has to be Caucasian, male, and straight. Because, like, I think the last guy who played him or who was supposed to play him was gay.
Andrew?
I forgot who
Andrew was.
No, I'm not sure if it was him because it was something they were talking about.
Yeah, okay,
somebody
like,
was
no
gay.
homo. That dude's too pretty to be gay.
They were talking about some.
Yo,
No, it was
does that
some.
make sense? Like,
I mean, that,
No, it was some dude that they were talking about, like who was supposed to be Spider-Man or something with Spider-Man supposedly being gay. And I was like, hold on, where did this come from? I didn't read about it.
I don't know. I don't know nothing about
this.
that. I don't know nothing about that because I don't think if he is gay, shout out to him. I don't think Andrew's gay.
I don't know, honestly.
I don't even remember his last name.
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield. Really? Yeah.
I just remember
I
hearing
thought
the
it was.
rules that Disney made about Spider-Man. They're like, he can't.
And that's the
be
thing.
anything
Somebody might have taken that out of somewhere. Because here's my thing.
It
Here's
could've
the
been
reason.
taken out of context.
Here's the reason I am just bowing down to the Disney overlords because.
Infinity.
No, that's a whole different ballgame we're not getting into. Everything Disney's done so far has been immaculate.
Yeah.
Like the way they've handled the entire Marvel thing, flawless. When they bought Marvel, I was like, this is about to be hot trash. Hot
They
trash.
actually did.
But everything they've done so far has been dope. Like I went into, and I did this on purpose, I went into Avengers Age of Ultron 99% blind. Like I avoided trailers intentionally. There was a whole bunch of leaks like the week leading up to the movie. I avoided everything that had to do with that movie. I didn't even like
Yo, respect
look.
for you for doing that because that stuff is hard.
It's so
It's
hard.
so
like I would go to
hard.
Walmart and I would see like a stanchion in
Yeah.
the distance, and I would walk in the opposite direction. I wanted to go into that movie blind because I was already upset that at the timeline because how Ultron was not made by the Ant-Man. I was like, from what I know, this doesn't sound right. So I'm like, I want to go in surprised and see how it went. And I went. I love the movie. I thought it was probably the best Marvel movie so far. A lot of people saying Ant-Man's fantastic. I haven't seen it, so I
haven't seen it
either.
Yeah.
I've heard it was good too.
Yeah, so everything Disney's done so far has been fantastic, so I can't really blame them. They know what they're doing. I mean, they're also like managing all their properties super closely. Like, if anyone doesn't already know, EA is making Star Wars Battlefield, and Disney signed a contract with them. They have a termination clause in there. So at any point, anytime they feel like EA is deviating too far from like
Their idea.
yeah, not too far from the quote unquote legacy of the series, they have the rights. At least this is what I read. I could be completely wrong about this. Disney has the right to terminate it at any point.
See, the thing that worries me about that, I don't want to end up with like another. You guys remember Silent Hills, the PT thing that was on PS4 and everything that everyone was playing?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
hold on.
Okay.
That's not good. What was that about? Okay, we'll come back to this. What was that about just now?
Okay, so
Back to fantasy football.
back to fantasy football real quick. I got an ESPN update, just out of the blue. I mean, Des Bryant suffered a broken foot in the game. Okay,
What? Wait, the game we were
Broke
just
his
watching?
ankles.
the
Yeah.
game we were just watching.
You talking about when he went
He's
over the?
out for 4 to 6 weeks, bruh. Whoever has Des Bryant,
You're hurting.
boy.
I mean, probably he still probably racked up like 12 points before he left the game, so you're
Yeah.
still like winning. But like, yikes! Yo, shout out to Dez. Hope you get better. But
Yeah,
my
man.
God,
Work
that
on
just
that.
saved my fantasy.
Bro, you that good? You were up to like, yo. I hope he goes.
I was like, I hope he doesn't come back for the rest of the game. But like 4 to 6 weeks, yikes!
Yo, wait, what? How did he break it? Like,
It's a broken
don't
bone.
was it when like he went on and went
I don't.
out or
I
something?
mean, when I glanced at the game, I saw him, walking out.
Yeah, I saw
But
that too.
I don't remember what play it was. It's
Yeah.
still,
All right, but what I was saying, like, okay, so like with this whole thing with them being able to terminate it at any time, like you remember the whole Silent Hills trailer, the PT thing that everyone was playing.
Yeah.
And like someone told me like that's not coming out anymore.
Oh no, that got X with the heavy hand.
Like
All
that's
right,
why
so-
I'm worried. Like we're gonna end up with another situation like that, maybe because people are getting hyped about it. Then boom, it's gone.
No, okay, so I think the way they feel about it, and again, like I don't know how accurate the article is. I don't even remember where I read it. Lord knows with the internet these days and blogs, people can write whatever they feel like whenever they feel
Wikipedia.
like. They can just put up whatever they feel like. So I don't know how accurate the article was, but the way I don't feel like Disney would axe a project like midway unless they felt it was really bad. I mean, I feel like it would have to be really, really bad. Because the amount of promotion behind Star Wars Battlefront is astounding. It is
it really is.
astounding.
It's
They
sad
just
I
put
haven't
out.
really seen anything but like that first like.
Then you're not
glimpse
paying
of
enough.
it.
You're not. There's a Star Wars PS4 that you can go to GameStop and pre-order right now. It's got Darth Vader's face on it.
When does it come out?
I think.
November 7th.
November 7th because it actually.
Or is it 17th?
I have no clue.
I think it has 7 in the date. I think I want to say 17th.
Oh, damn.
Oh, that's
My
right. We
birthday,
got
homie.
computers in front of us, and we're not even using them.
Yeah,
We got
but yeah, the Star Wars
technology and
PS4
everything.
actually looks super legit. The controller, at first I thought it was dope, and then I thought it was ugly. Now it's somewhere in the middle. The system doesn't. At
That's
first,
September. Oh my bad. This is wrong Battlefront. Russ PS2.
no,
Boy.
but yeah, it's actually it's double. It's kind of double because EA is one of the biggest game companies. For a while they were doing garbage, but shout out to Peter Moore. Shout out to the new guy Andrew Wilson. Those two guys have done an amazing job of turning EA around as far as public perception has gone. They've like made public statements, and not only statements, but they've also made efforts to, turn around the reputation of EA so that because for a long time EA was seen as like was voted worst company in the world over like a bank that killed somebody. I don't want to say the bank directly killed somebody, but they denied like medical loans when people died. But gamers were so outraged at EA because of microtransactions that they actually voted EA worst company in the world 2 years in a row. And Peter Moore and Andrew Wilson have been cognizant of the issues going on, so they make concerted efforts to turn around that company and reputation. So shout outs to them to doing that. The marketing machine is double. With EA, and Disney both behind that, it's kind of almost too much. I feel like it's almost too much. Because I guess I'm kind of in a different situation. I play video games 40 hours a week. I play more video games than I work. And I also work at GameStop, so that actually, like, I feel like I'm overexposed to some of the advertising.
Yeah.
And I notice it more because I'm extremely interested in that game. I've been interested in Star Wars Battlefront since Battlefront 2, which I haven't played since the original Xbox. I'm more interested in them reviving series of, like, Knights of the Old Republic and other things of that nature. More games like that. Yeah, other than that, I can't really go against anything Disney's done from so far.
Disney's just taking over the world.
Disney's taking over the world. I'm hooked on Disney Infinity. It's a problem. I didn't care about Disney Infinity at all until...
I still don't care about Disney Infinity.
I was at the midnight release.
You guys had me a little curious about the game.
Yeah,
that game is so much fun.
I didn't care about Disney Infinity at all until the Star Wars pack came out. So 3.0. I was watching E3 and they announced the Boba Fett figure and I was like, this looks fantastic. I can't wait to hop on this. But I was like, this Toys to Life thing isn't really my cup of tea. I play a lot of RPGs, a lot of shooters, Destiny all day, every day. Shout out to the Destiny Kings. Shout out to Alfredo Plays, Miss 5000 Watts, Lamb Squad. Those are the guys that I watch play Destiny. I know there's other players out there, but I don't care too much for them. Honestly, that's the thing. At Destiny, the market's so crowded. There are other people out there that are famous, and I could watch their streams, and I consider them boring. But yeah, Alfredo Plays, shout out to you. Miss 5000 Watts, shout out to you. Disney Infinity just came out of nowhere. I was at the midnight release from Metal Gear and Mad Max. I picked those games up. I picked up the Boba Fett Collector's Edition of Star Wars. That's the only game I've played. I barely touched Metal Gear. I just started playing Metal Gear Ground Zero last week.
Yeah, a couple days. This game's been out for a while.
It's been out. Ground Zero's been out for like 3 years.
What's the date today?
Today is the 13th, September 13th.
That should let them know about how long it's been out.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a completionist, so I'm actually doing Ground Zeroes. I want to get the S rank. I want to get all the other stuff because there's a couple. There's quite a few extras you can unlock in Phantom Pain that you can only get through playing Ground Zeroes. So right now I'm reading wikis and trying to get the S rank without alerting anybody and get everything. I want to get as much out of that game as possible before I move on to Metal Gear. I've seen the opening scene of Metal Gear. Somebody's got some explaining to do. I ain't judging and you ain't on trial, but please explain to me what's going on in that opening cutscene. Apparently, I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but it's very out there. It was a bit overwhelming for me as someone who played the first 3 levels of the original Metal Gear Solid. I don't want to say the original Metal Gear Solid because somebody's going to set me on flames like, that's not the original! I'll tell you, some of the Metal Gear fans...
Because I talk like that, bro, just hit them.
There are some like gaming fans out there that that's not his name. I'm like, it's Snake, Big Boss, or Boss. Like, he's like, you're not a real gamer. I'm like, facts. I don't know what's going on in that series, but I'm having a lot of fun. Now the weird part is the more I'm getting into Ground Zeroes, the more hype I'm getting for Metal Gear, and like every podcast I listen to is just getting me more and more and more hype from it. So I've fallen off Disney Infinity a little bit, but that game is a lot of fun. It's actually surprisingly deep. Like,
it really is.
Yeah, I played it. I was
the
like,
story is like, wait, what?
Why are there combos? I thought this was a kids game. And then you put it on extreme mode, and you're like, "How is this a kids game?"
It is extreme. You start playing, and you're like, my 2 hits only took away a point. What? Wait, what's going on right now?
Yeah, like I think I did the equivalent of a 10-point combo, and this dude had 3% health taken away. I was like, no. Somebody.
It becomes extreme.
Somebody's acting fraudulent out here, and I'm doing the Toy Box Takeover. And it's pretty much one hit kill for you. These enemies have extra health, extra defense and just one hit kill, and it's really challenging. I sound like a punk complaining about a Disney Infinity game, but you can't judge me until you play it on extreme mode. Unless you play Disney Infinity on extreme mode, no judging allowed. Or maybe you can judge a little bit.
No
Yeah, I'm always judging.
I mean, but here's the thing. And this was a long time ago. This is when I had way more time to like play video games. I beat Ninja Gaiden 3 on the hardest difficulty. I don't think I moved from my couch all summer because I was in the hospital. But that's all I did. I beat Ninja Gaiden.
I'm going to just go ahead and say this. I can't judge because the game that I didn't think I was going to pick up was Kingdom Hearts. Just period. All I saw was like Disney characters, and being in the area that I grew up in, they know people in my area. They're like, Disney, you trying to play a game with some Disney characters? You little punk. So like, I didn't think I was gonna cop it, but then I copped it, and I actually liked it and everything.
I saw Disney
and, like,
characters and Final Fantasy. I said, give me that.
See, like that, just like that idea and everything. That's not like just hearing Disney in a game period and then being like, yo, I'm a grown man playing that game. A lot of people are gonna be like, no, but if you think about it, like, yo, Kingdom Hearts.
Okay, which Kingdom Hearts are we talking about?
No. It's the whole
man, bro.
I'm just saying,
the whole overarching story. First of all, this story is so deep. Can any kid under the age of 10 really understand what's going on?
Like just going back and hearing it now, like it makes my brain hurt.
And then you find out like. You got one, you got this, and then you find out, oh, this one 3 games later is technically the beginning. This is technically the prelude, and then you're like,
this guy's been here the whole time.
We were like, so we went back 10 years, like, whoa, I mean, it was an amazing game, but
I'm excited for Street Fighter 5. I don't know about anybody else who's a big Street Fighter fan. So get this, we was watching, I don't know what it was, a little game review, and there's this dude on there who looks like Jafar's cousin, bro. I'm gonna call him Lafar. This dude looked like Jafar, jumped like Aladdin, and kicked like a boo, bro. He did the fusion hot with all 3 of them, bro. I don't know how that works.
It's one of the new. So they've announced a bunch of new characters from Metal Gear. So I always thought Chun-Li was the thickest woman in video game until this new lady come out. Bruh, why they draw her so thick though? Like, what's going on in Japan? Are y'all not feeding y'all women? Cause y'all anime characters, y'all game characters with the thickest. Quiet in Metal Gear Solid, super thick. Whoever this, I think M something is her name. They just announced her. Bruh, just cheeks out there for no reason. Just the thickest thighs. The thickest thighs. I'm like, bruh, whoever's designing this game, we need to have a conversation. You might have
There's no reason.
You might have some suppressed urges we might need to discuss.
I ain't discussing that with nobody, but the new Ken, I think, looks pretty tight.
Yo, Ken finally looks like something other than a Ryu.
Yep.
A Ryu clone. Right there. Yeah, the new Ken looks significantly better. He doesn't look like a Ryu clone for the first time in a long time. I think
I like the new health bars. I like the way they designed that.
Yeah, I'm excited. I didn't play the beta at all, which I'm kind of upset at myself at. But
I haven't played the beta at all either. Yeah, but I was watching gameplay.
I will definitely be scooping up the collector's edition from.
Bro, you get collector's edition everything. Yeah,
it's kind of a problem. That's growing up. Been into collecting for a long time now. Collected shoes for a while. I still collect shoes, but just not as bad now.
It's hurting those pockets. That's what it does.
My goodness, those pockets.
I mean, he was a pretty bad sneakerhead.
When you grab
not as bad as some people exist.
Now I follow more than I buy.
Yeah.
Partially because, ramen noodle diet is real. When you're in college, you don't eat nothing but ramen noodles. Except when I'm at mom's house, because rice and chicken all day. Shout out to Africa.
Yeah.
Rice and chicken. Shout out to rice and chicken being the greatest Sunday food. Like, if you're African and it's Sunday and you haven't had rice and chicken,
I know,
your
right?
Sunday really hasn't started.
Yeah. Wait, real quick, I just want to point out the fact, like, okay, these guys are African. I'm not, but, like, I'm around them so much. Like, it's starting getting embedded inside of me slowly.
Gibby is the only one who's not of African descent at this table right now.
Yeah. So I forgot where I was even going.
Sorry about that.
What was I talking about?
Street Fighter? I don't know. I lost track of it too.
Rice chicken, Street Fighter, rice chicken.
Oh, you're talking about your sneaker collection. Like,
so I collected a whole bunch of sneakers. So I fell off of that. I bought one amiibo. I now have 6. I bought one pop figure. I now have 5. But I said, okay, I had to put limits on myself because there's 99 of them that I want, and I'm like, I can't do that to myself.
Something will break that limit again.
No, okay,
it's only a matter of time.
I've said, okay, look, if it's Skyrim, which is probably still my favorite game of all time, ask me tomorrow, it might change. I'm gonna collect the pop figures. If it's Fallout, because that's the game I'm most excited for, I'll collect the pop figures. Episode 7 came up out of nowhere, and
How do you feel about episode 7?
bro, I don't even know why I'm so hyped for episode 7.
I mean,
I didn't care about Star Wars at all. At all. I mean, the first
You're more of a Star Trek guy anyway.
I am more of a Star Trek. I get hyped for Star Trek. I've watched Into Darkness so many times. That is probably my favorite movie on Netflix right now. Star Wars was one of the first. Okay, I take this. So not the original 3, like the new 3. So episode 1, 2, and 3 with the series. That was one of the first series I watched when I first came to the States. Like my dad bought. He thought it would be something we'd been interested in, so he bought episode 1 for us. And we watched it and watched episode 2 and episode 3. Didn't care that much.
bruh.
6 months ago, I saw one trailer for episode 7. I have lost my mind. I have lost my mind.
I'm kind of upset by the new Sith Lord. Like, I'm not mad. It looks like a sword, but just
That cross saber is the great. Oh, I saw that. I lost my mind. I got up, ran out of the room, and came back to watch it.
Honestly, I think the greatest Sith Lord of all time is Darth Maul. They shouldn't have killed him off.
Okay, I don't know, but is he a Sith Lord or is he just a Sith? See, these are the things we see. Excuse us, you Star Wars fans who are screaming
would
at
be
us.
Sith Lord if he didn't get killed in the first episode. Like, homie dead, so we can't.
We can't really do that.
Yeah.
Like I didn't. I mean, I watched them. I've never watched the entire. I've not watched 1 through 6, so I can't say I know that much about it.
We're watching it tomorrow.
We're
watching it tomorrow.
Okay, that's fine. I have planned on downloading the newer edition, the new digital edition, whatever. So I was gonna watch 1 through 6 before I went to see episode 7. I don't know what happened. I am obsessed with Kylo Ren. Captain Phasma is my Lord and Savior. Mom, calm down. I don't know why these trailers they keep sucking me in. So I've got to the point where I was like, okay, stop. I'm gonna go from this point on. I'm going in blind. I'm not seeing anything else or doing anything else. But I'm probably gonna go back and buy some toys.
Last time I did that, I saw a movie and it sucked. Running 47. Was that the name of it?
That was awful.
Garbage, man. Who was in it? Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves. I heard the movie did right after that was really good, but I didn't even want to see it because I was just so.
I was so upset with that. I wasted almost $15 because what theater we go? We didn't even go to cinema.
We went to the Plaza and you paid for my ticket.
Oh, that's why I paid $15.
Yeah, you went to the Plaza on a Friday and you paid for my ticket.
By the way, I owe my $6 back.
For what?
Y'all stop keeping track of who.
I was about to say, like, I think I just spent like $140 golf last Friday. Not even last weekend. Friday. No, I mean, like, no. We spent too much money to know. Yeah, we keep track until like it gets to a certain point where it's like, we're gonna start from scratch. I mean, but that's what brothers.
We started from scratch from so many times, but
it doesn't even matter. But yeah, episode 7, I'm really, really, really excited for. I don't think there's any.
What's the premise of episode 7?
That's a good question.
I don't even know. But they made the commercial where you're just like,
yeah, like, can we get a synopsis? Let me see if it's on the internet somewhere.
I mean, it's on the internet.
While you search that up, you know how you got hyped over the fact that his lightsaber looks like a sword now? Like, what's up with like the side parts? Like, what does that even
mean? Someone, I saw a comment that was like, he's gonna lop off his own arm with those side parts. But I feel like it's gonna be something ill.
You don't just do something without it being. Yeah. I mean, you remember when they showed the double-sided lightsaber when Darth Maul walked out with it? You're just like,
Darth Maul was dope for no reason.
Well, that escalated quickly.
You know, like, it was one of those things, like, if there was anything, which obviously we know episode 1 was, but, I mean, if there's anything
you know what I'm so glad for?
What?
That Jar Jar Binks isn't gonna be.
Yes.
Like, yo, let's
you know, it was one of those things.
that.
If there was anything I was excited about that movie, apart from the pod racing, was that double-sided lightsaber. Especially as a kid, you're like, ooh, look at me, I got that two-sided sword. You know, I'm a toilet, like, I don't know what, but now
the sword, the sword saber, whatever it's called, looks ill. I feel like there's gonna be a scene where the Force is combined with that sword saber at some point, and that thing is just gonna. I'm gonna have to walk out of.
It's gonna be like Soul Calibur sword for no reason.
Oh my goodness! Oh, there's this.
Dear Lord Jesus!
If anyone has played Mortal Kombat X, there's this Takeda
My favorite character.
Takeda has
Hit me up.
Takeda has a couple combos where he'll throw his sword out
And
and
then
then he'll retract it and he can combo into it. If there is a scene where Kylo Ren throws his saber and then uses the Force and does a combo, I'm going to have to walk out of the theater because I'm not going to be able to contain myself. I'm going to scream my head
He's
off.
gonna just have like a fan.
I don't know. I'm
just
gonna melt. I'm just like,
Yep, it's over.
Well,
It's
since
over.
we're talking about Star Wars, who's your favorite Jedi or Sith Lord out of the entire Star Wars
give it
trilogy?
you go first.
Anakin. I'm just gonna have to go with that.
Come on, you gotta
Okay, so
more than
wait,
that,
are we
man.
gonna stick with Anakin or Darth Vader? Like Anakin or Darth
Like,
Vader? Which one?
I mean,
They're two
you-
different
you've got-
characters that
I
should be the
mean,
same.
They're the same,
Jedi
but they're
Anakin
different.
was pretty dope in Episode 3, but he went crazy. So
See, like, I'm talking, like, I went past more than just the movies. I was watching the show Star Wars Clone Wars.
Okay, so you like,
Please don't look at me.
so you like
Please don't
Anakin
look at
from
me.
the
I
Clone Wars.
watched it.
I'm not.
And, like,
bro.
that's, like, that built onto, like, my fan, like, me just
Okay,
being
I
a
got
fan
you,
of
I got
Anakin.
you.
So, like, that's where,
Okay,
that's why I
so
said
we're
that.
we're definitely talking Anakin Jedi
Yeah.
before Anakin Sith. Okay. For me,
Sith Lord is Darth Maul. Darth Maul, yeah.
I mean, one or the other. I'm not about to do both. I don't know. Like,
Anakin.
I've always been in like an Obi-Wan type of guy. There's just
Yeah,
something about
that's
Obi-Wan.
respectable. That's
There's just
He
something
had that
about
old man swag.
He did have that old man swag, especially in those last 3 movies, and
Yeah.
he started being sort of cryptic a little bit, you know, with his messages to Luke in some ways. He's like, you know, this will happen or whatever he would say, and he's like, what does that even mean? I mean, but he's got that wisdom and what I don't know. I'm just filling in words here, but
Yoda.
Man, Yoda's like the greatest of all time.
He's
I don't
the
care what
Mickey.
anybody says. He's
He's the Mickey Mouse
Yeah.
of.
how old is Yoda really?
Let's not count that. Let's
Yeah,
not
we're
even
not
try to
gonna-
count. You know, I forgot we have internet. You know, let's actually.
I mean, we can try to find it, but well, I'm gonna go ahead. If that's cool, we just hop across the table. I'm gonna go with Qui-Gon Jinn, bro.
Ooh.
He had so much finesse. Even though he died in Episode 1, his finesse game was too strong. Like,
Yeah, I mean, I was gonna say Mace Windu, but
it's
like,
because he's Samuel L. Jackson. yeah.
You about to catch these hands or somebody?
yeah. No, there's a
Your
couple
Honor's
reasons I
counsel
like Mace
not
Windu.
grant you
One,
status
'cause-
Jedi Master.
yeah, there's a couple reasons I like Mace Windu because partially he's like apparently the only one in the universe with a purple lightsaber somehow.
Because he's black.
Bobbling.
Grape Kool-Aid. Oh, dude. Lightsaber and grape Kool-Aid.
So what-
No, listen. You went all the way to Earth to get grape Kool-Aid, bro.
Just so like
Yep.
No, I mean, but like, since playing Disney Infinity, like I'm really liking Boba Fett. I'm gonna have to go back and like learn more about Boba Fett and Jango
Yeah.
Fett and that whole bounty hunting family. Like, there's a game I used to play back in my freshman in college. It was Star Wars: The Old Republic.
That
And
computer
Walking-
game?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness!
I fell
Whoa.
into that one hard. It was a problem.
I fell into it a bit, not as
fell-
hard as you, but I did fall.
I
into
fell
that.
into that one hard. I mean, it was a whole week. Thankfully, it was like syllabus week 2.0, so I really didn't have to be in class. I should have been, but I didn't have to. Bruh, I spent 99.9% of my free time and my busy time playing that damn game. Let's be honest here.
busy time.
I just spent so much time playing that game. I fell into it. I fell into something hard. So I like the bounty hunter class a lot. So I think that's got my interest peaked on Jack. So I can't pick one right now.
Yo,
It's
quick
between
side
me-
note.
Mm-hmm.
Yoda is 900 years old.
Jeez.
Wait,
Now- now- now
at the end of Episode 5?
That was posted in 2012, so September 17, 2012.
So that probably is after 6. I would assume,
Whoa.
as people can.
Well, that's
understand, we're
2012
real.
has been anyway. Like I
Yeah,
said,
that's all.
we looking up on the internet. Someone deep involved in Star Wars will correct us and let us know.
Yeah. Plus.
So what else is on the agenda? All right, Money to Blow is gonna be one of the segments we're talking about. So we're gonna talk about what we spent our money on, which is a problem.
In the
Like
past week.
in the past week.
In the past week, let's keep it to the past. Actually, let's keep it the last. Yeah, it's past.
Yeah, the past week.
Yeah, it's past
It'll be
week. I want to say.
interesting.
I don't even want to say the last 3 days because like the weekend.
Let's just the week.
Yeah, it's week.
I mean,
then-
sometimes you may not spend something over the weekend, but you did during the week.
Let's go ahead and say, because like you, it's money to spend, well, money to blow, and we're like things that we got over the past week. Let's just keep it on things that like we actually have that we can still hold on to and be like, okay,
Yeah, well, clearly,
Yeah,
like
except-
McDonald's doesn't count.
Yeah,
yeah, like
like,
that.
I
I
go
ate
to
my food,
Subway,
but I
like,
bought
too
it.
much.
Like, no, that doesn't count.
No, that's too much
Anyways.
work. Yeah, so like physical items, whatever. So who wants to go first?
I guess I'll go first. Let me think. I spent like $60 on a guitar pedal the other day. No, it's not too much. I spent more, but I got that and bought a PS4 controller today and a J-Star from PS4.
Yay.
Yeah, it's about $97. So, but yeah, I think that's about it, to be honest.
That cash flow, look at you.
Like,
Yeah,
right.
I ain't broke no more.
No more.
Working at
Call me what
Walmart.
you want.
Give
You
me.
can't call me broke. Money.
All right, I don't want to like show Tim because you know he got all the money. Like
What are you talking
he
about?
go to the club and just throw money in the air. Like, yo, right now I just
rain.
I just copped a MacBook Pro. It's not a new one. It's
Late 2008, but
late
it's still
2008.
good, still solid, still solid.
upgraded.
We
It's
twinning.
upgraded to a good amount of RAM and everything, so it's good for video editing. Got it for $500, and then I got a iPhone 5S with a chargeable case, 64 gig. I bought a Lightning port with the help of Tim.
Yeah.
The extra $7 on me.
I even took off $4 for you, bro.
Oh, my homie.
Yeah.
Next. And I believe that's about it. I was going to buy Xbox One from the homie across the table, but, you know, bills came. So
Yeah.
For me, let's see, bought a Blue Yeti mic. That was the biggest thing for me. Well, no, not really. I finished paying off my China trip. Oh man! So I just even that, let alone put in a lot of bread. But I'm excited for this trip. I'm like what, 4 days away, 5 days away?
Yeah.
Leave
So
Saturday morning.
we might record episode 1 before he leaves. If not, we're just gonna have episode 1 without G.
I mean, we could
Either
do
way.
that Friday night.
Yeah, we're
about to say, I feel
Friday.
like we
Because
should
I'm
do
staying
$7.
up. I gotta be at the airport mad early, so I'm staying up before I even leave. So I'm not sleeping.
Yeah, I'm not going to work on Saturday.
I got to work on
Alright,
Saturday, but I
cool.
don't think I have to work until the afternoon. So.
Yeah. That's
Alright,
cool.
we straight then.
So what did I buy this week? A lot. I copped these Ethicas, and like these are the most comfortable boxers I've ever had in my life. Like, I don't know why they're so comfortable.
What did you say when you first put them on? I heard you in the next
I
one.
don't even remember. It was something fraudulent. It was,
You're like, yeah, I'm not even wearing underwear.
they feel like, yo, I was so like, honestly, they
Oh,
feel like
no.
you're not wearing underwear. Like I wore them.
no.
I wore them, went to the zombie pub crawl, and I was like, I was
My boy was on the next level.
ass to elbows, dog. I was gone, like knees and elbows. I was taking off, and like
I'm confused. I was zoned out and I heard underwear taking off. I was like, yo,
Knees and elbows,
stop.
knees and elbows.
Knees and elbows.
I was running, and like I didn't like usually like if you're running and you're just like wearing regular underwear, like there's a little bit of ride up. I mean, like I feel like I'm not getting paid by these fools.
Yo,
I pay-
this ain't an
Why
underwear
are we-
podcast, bro.
Welcome to the world's leading underwear podcast. No, I was running and I was so comfortable. I didn't even like no ride up, no nothing. So I
They're not
was-
paying him to say this.
no one's paying me anything to say anything. No one cares about my opinion yet.
I'll give you
That's
$1.
You shut up.
Yeah, so I bought these Ethicas. I got some Donald Duck socks. The Disney.
That sock game is too strong with those socks.
Like his sock game is your dad's sweater game, bro.
Facts. No, but
we don't talk about my dad's sweater game.
That's in the whole
this
other
man has
podcast.
this
That's
man
a whole
has
other podcast.
this
bro.
man has more sweaters than that he can fit all his. He couldn't even fit all his sweaters in Narnia. He has too many sweaters. too many sweaters. Anyway,
Definitely to wear a different one every day of the month.
And he still
Every
wears
day
it
of
like
the
he
year.
goes outside during the summer. with the
120
sweater
degrees.
out.
And he's still wearing a sweater. You know.
doesn't make sense.
I've seen this man sweat like 3 times in my life.
And Tim's been on this earth for 18 years. I've been on this earth for 25. No, better yet.
And one of them big one went to Kenya, but
He don't even sweat. He glistens, bro.
Yeah, he glistens.
Shoot.
This man glistens. I'm like, yo.
Like,
I'm
yo, this dude
sweating
is
a
turning
storm.
Super Saiyan. Like,
He's on the next level.
This
We
man
need
is
to figure out how.
glistening.
But that sweater game too strong.
No, so what else did I buy? I bought this. I finally went. Somehow, my other pair of headphones got broken, so I needed another pair.
I know how.
So I bought these 20th anniversary gold wireless stereo headsets from Sony. Shout out. I'm not quite used to it yet. I feel a lot of people said they're comfortable, and I feel like
They're okay.
They're okay. They're okay. I can't.
They're not
hate.
like this.
The wireless capabilities of matching with the PlayStation is
It's
phenomenal.
so dope.
It works flawlessly. Like out of the box, there's nothing you do. You plug and play. So, I mean, as far
From
as
that
like,
aspect, it's
as far as
great.
ease to use, cool. I mean, I felt like
But
the
they're
Xbox.
not. They're not.
Personally, I like how they look though. Like
Yeah, I mean,
they had like
that
that classic
look.
PlayStation
Yeah,
look.
it has a
They're
classic
dope.
PlayStation look, so it's cool. I'm not complaining too much. I like them for what they are. What else did I get?
Matter of fact, you're using them right now.
Yeah, I'm using them right now. I got a pair of olive green Saucony's,
Oh yeah, those are
Okay.
dope.
but I don't know if I'm gonna hang on to them.
Yo, pass them this way.
I don't know if I'm gonna hang on to them. I don't know if I'm gonna sell them secondhand or if I'm gonna just take them back to Journeys because I still own 7 days. Anyway, don't hate on me. I don't know. I went in to get the Gel Light 3s, but they have this split tongue and it annoys the. Oh, it bothers me so much. Like the shoes are gorgeous, but that split tongue is the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. And the wildest part about it, in my opinion, the Gel Light 3s, as far as A6 is concerned, has like one of like the best colorways out of like I don't care what anyone else says. Like the variation, the collabs that they like A6 has done with the Gel Light 3s, phenomenal. If anyone look up the Kimono Navy Gel Light 3s. Kimono Navy, like Japanese kimonos.
Yeah.
Look up those shoes. Those shoes are freaking beautiful. But that split tongue, that aggravates me. I don't even want the shoes now. I've been hunting for them for about 2 weeks now, but I can't find them in this state because
Oh.
fire, right? If
Okay.
anyone is listening, look up the Kimono Navy Gel Light 3s. Beautiful shoes. But that split tongue annoys me.
Bro, those just look like China.
Yeah, I mean,
ugh.
some shirts. Yeah, the split tongue annoys me. I didn't even know about the split tongue until I went in to pick up a pair. And
I have not gotten not one picture with the Oh, yes, I did.
Yeah, I can't do
Yeah,
it.
right,
So
yeah.
I'm disappointed. I'm probably not gonna pick up another pair of shoes for a long time. I might
games. I said because games.
because games coming out. Yeah. So let's get into let's get into what we're doing now. We're probably the last segment. I don't know, maybe not.
We'll figure it out.
We'll talk about what games we're playing and what games we're anticipating. I'm gonna go last because I'm gonna talk for like 7 hours.
Yeah.
So
we may have to kind of cut you off at a point too, because it's
Or just not let him go. He's pretty much said everything he needs to.
you thought?
This man has
take the
14
mask
games
off.
pre-ordered right now.
And I guess we'll never
14
find
on the
out.
light now.
Yeah, we still got podcasts for days, so it doesn't matter.
Hey,
Yeah, I mean
We do
Yeah.
this for a long time.
So
We
who
can do a
wants to?
podcast for each game he has pre-ordered.
We probably could. That's not a lie. I
He
think
was
they-
serious, bro. Let's just stick him in a closet and just give him a mic so he can talk about it.
Yo, niggas be like, I'm in the booth.
I'm in the booth. Where was you when we recorded in the bathroom? Where was you? Wait,
I ain't getting no sleep 'cause of y'all.
Classroom. All right, so who wants to go? Who wants to
I guess
go?
I'll go first.
Yeah,
All
I'll
right.
go
So,
after
what was the question again?
What games are you playing right now, and what games are you anticipating?
All right. Well,
what's
just
your most anticipated? game?
just picked up J-Stars. Playing that. Play a little bit of Destiny here and there, but not too big on that. Nah, that's about it right now. But got Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4 pre-order. I'm stoked about that.
I want
That's
the
gonna be
collector's edition so bad.
Like I'm so psyched about the changes they made to the tag play because I used to hate tag team, but the way they have it set up now, like you could actually switch out characters and still use them as support characters. So I think that's dope. Playable characters are gonna be awesome. Black Ops 3, which is a big shock. I actually don't like Call of Duty that much, but I was playing the beta
Call
for
of
Black Ops
Duty
3,
fans. Ooh, boo.
and it was kind of nice. So yeah, probably have to cop Black Ops 3, and then of course Street Fighter 5. So that's what I'm. Oh, and Guitar Hero. Y'all seen about the new Guitar Hero?
Yeah, I seen the new guitar.
That actually looks dope. So I might get that in Rock Band 4 as well.
Sweet. Gibby.
All right, games I'm playing right now, because I've been away from gaming for a long time, I'm just barely like really hopping on Destiny on the Xbox One. I'm playing Mortal Kombat 10 X right now. Games I'm anticipating. I'm not sure if it's come out yet, but Persona 5, Dead Knot, the game is coming out in 2016. And another game that I'm really looking forward to is not actually going to be on a system at all. It's going to be Pokemon Go. And that's going to put us in the Pokemon world. There are a lot of things I want to say about that game, but I'm going to let Goddard
No, go ahead.
Just take your moment. Yeah.
All right, so with Pokemon Go, it's what we all dreamed of, like growing up watching Pokemon. Like, yo, you get to be in the Pokemon world. But it's like, I feel like I don't want it to be expecting too much, so I'm going into this like Caleb does all the time. I'm trying to expect nothing while going into this, because
here's my thing. Mm-hmm. Whether this thing is going to be as hot as it sounds or as garbage as we might anticipate it to be, it's that nostalgia factor that's still going to get you hyped. You're still going to be excited about it. Whether you see the trailers or not, you're like, oh, Pokemon Go, it's about to be, what we want it to be or what we've always thought it should be. But, you know...
I know one thing that actually like gets me thinking like, okay, because of course you don't want to feel like once the X comes out like, crap, I expected too much. But one thing that actually gets my hopes up for the game is because the fact that they're getting the guy who actually that helped in the making of the actual console games and everything, well, handheld games, to go into making this. So I'm like, okay, so it might actually turn out to be good.
There's hope.
But I just don't want it to be like, hey, you know what? You can see the Pokemon on your camera real life, but then we actually go, it's like just like a little sprite on the map. I don't want that to happen. I really don't. And I was reading some article and they're saying like this could actually be like a good step or a bad step for Nintendo.
It could be. Quick side note. Then was that whole Google thing that they did sometime ago?
That was April Fool's.
That was April Fool's.
April Fool's?
Like, it was that was an actual sprite on a map.
Okay.
It was like you actually saw it in real life. It was a sprite on a map. And that's why I'm worried about with this, but since he's in there, I think it might be good. But the article I was reading on Forbes, it's saying that this could be a good step for Nintendo, period, because this could mean that they're going to move into a different market, the mobile market, and actually put some actual interest in it instead of having like these, like, with Candy Crush type games with Pokemon and stuff like that. So we never know. This might start as just like a point.
This might be the sort of reboot, so to speak, that Nintendo might need.
Because everybody knows that Nintendo's been having some quite sad news lately. I mean, the Wii U, thanks to this whole Amiibo thing that I'm hearing. Another game I'm looking forward to is I think it came out already, but Mario Maker.
Yeah, Mario Maker's out.
I'm looking forward to playing that because I actually
I'm gonna buy Wii U and it's the Super Mario Maker edition that comes with that exclusive amiibo.
The Pixel. Problem. I'm looking forward to that because I'm gonna buy a Wii U for that too. Like I'm looking forward to just being able to build my own levels, play other people's levels, and see what else I can do.
Yeah, Super Mario Maker was a game that didn't really interest me, but I love the concept. Like I will probably play it twice. Because I mean, we'll get to me later. I am probably the biggest. I want to claim myself as the biggest gamer in the household. I probably play the most games.
I'm not going to fight you for that title. No one's.
I don't want to. I hate like self labels, but like I play a lot of games. I play a lot of games.
Yeah,
so it is
more than anybody else in the house. But we can do multiple segments. You might have to just pick a couple and then just go with those.
Yeah, I've been like going over what I'm saying in my head, and it's becoming a problem.
Yeah.
Last thing. This is my last thing saying about Pokemon Go. I'm just hoping that you have an Apple TV. I have a Nexus player. hopefully we get to see these things on our TVs eventually, outside of like, I don't know, some emulator or something.
Well,
hopefully we see
yeah,
like
with the new Apple
yeah.
TVs having apps now, I think
Yeah.
it may be possible, but
I'm hoping that we actually
that's
see
a
these
wishful
things.
thinking at this
Yeah.
point. But we'll get there. We'll get there. I mean,
That's-
when does it come out? Spring is 2016 or something.
They don't have. I haven't seen it.
It said 2016, but I think they said they might have said spring. Maybe that formed in my head.
Oh
or,
crap! That just made me think of something else. Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm not even gonna go into it. Just looking forward to Kingdom Hearts 3.
Oh, jeez.
Goddard, it's your turn.
That game's not coming out. That game's. I don't think that
probably
game's gonna
2017.
come out.
As much as
2018.
Wait, hold up. 2020 when Kanye was
no. Better
Kanye
yet,
West gets elected as president. I give y'all Kingdom Hearts 3.
better
for
yet.
Easy Boost.
Isn't the team that's been working on Kingdom Hearts been mostly doing Final Fantasy anyways? They're
Bro.
dabbling in both.
Here's the thing.
And Final Fantasy's not coming out till end of 2016 anyway, so that puts
Here's
my
my thing.
back.
I don't think Final Fantasy is coming out until 2017. That's why I don't think Kingdom Hearts is coming out until 2020. Yo, look, we have an attempt at a demo with
won't be done with
episode
college.
Dusky, Dusky, whatever it is. I liked it. We've seen one trailer since, but then again, Sony did just drop the Last Guardian trailer on us, so Lord knows,
Yeah.
Lord knows what's going on in Sony and whatever they have planned. But then again, I guess Final Fantasy is not really console exclusive anymore, so Square
It's
Enix,
not.
Final Fantasy 14. Shout out to
Crap, that.
I'm just gonna say Mai. I don't want to put her full name out of the podcast, but shout out to Mai. She's been trying to get me to play episode 14 forever. I did the free 30-day trial. I like it. I'm having a hard time going back because Destiny is life. But yeah, that game, like those two games.
Do you think that the fact that Kingdom Hearts 3 isn't just going to be on PlayStation, it's also going to be on Xbox, could like push back development even more?
I think
Okay. To a degree, maybe.
to a degree, yes, and I think
I hope no one's fighting for the rights to be like, okay, yeah, we get DLC and stuff first. I hope Kingdom Hearts 3
that
doesn't
will
even
be
have
a-
DLC.
all
that
that's
will be
garbage.
a problem.
I've been one of the big guys for like pre-order advocates. I'm getting to the point where I'm just like I work at GameStop and I'm about to tell people to stop pre-ordering games because this nonsense about if you pre-order here you get this and if you pre-order there you get that. It's nonsense. It really is starting to become annoying, especially I'll get into that a different day when I might actually just do a whole podcast for myself where I just talk about the reasons not to pre-order games. And I work at GameStop and like, we have to push pre-orders.
Let me take that podcast from you. Like, let me get the audio file. I want to put it on my YouTube channel.
Do not care. Yeah. Anyway, so Goddard go in and then I'll try and
Okay.
weather it down.
I'm a huge Kingdom Hearts fan, advocate, whatever it's that. I mean, that's the number one, really, ultimately, till it gets here, that I'm like truly waiting for. Just pre-ordered FIFA. Huge soccer fan. So to me, that like every year, that is a game without question I will pre-order. I will have that in my hands the day of. So
Except this year because you're gonna be in China.
yeah, so I'll have to wait a couple weeks, but you know, as long as I get my my ultimate team codes and then I'm good. But that's a big thing, and some of us that play FIFA, we're about to have a year-long FIFA tournament, so I'm ready to whoop on people. Matthew, Jimmy, Benjamin, y'all get whooped. I'm gonna win this championship.
Shots fired.
Yeah, shots fired. What else? What else do I have pre-ordered? The Nathan Drake collection.
Ooh.
That
That's gonna be a
Uncharted
good one.
Nathan Drake collection.
That's gonna be a good
I'm
one.
waiting for that to come out. Man, I really love that Uncharted series. And then Uncharted 4, which is much, a little bit later, but waiting for that. Battlefront got pre-order, about to pre-order, not yet. Got to get some things in order
Like
first.
2 days before it comes out.
I probably end up doing that by
Put it all once.
it's awful. And then definitely waiting for the new Ninja Storm. I think
Yeah.
right now that's really those games that have mainly got my interest. I mean, I play FIFA on a regular, so FIFA 15 until the new one comes out. Play a bit of Destiny, Disney Infinity. What else am I playing currently? I think that's really my rotation for the time being. until some of those other games come out. So that's what I got. Mookie, you're gonna have to like condense it
What's the
because
podcast on? How far we been going? How long we been going?
Like an hour.
An
Well,
hour.
An hour.
I mean we can go up to another hour, but
Well, no, how long we been going so far? I just want to know.
pretty close to an hour.
Oh, we're not even at an hour yet?
No.
No,
Oh, no. That's felt like so much longer than that. Lord have mercy. All right, let's go in.
You have to pick a few.
What am I playing? I'm playing a lot. I'm playing a little bit of everything. As I said earlier, I'm playing Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes. I'm probably going to go play that immediately after we get done with the podcast. I'm still playing Disney Infinity. I feel like that's a game I'm going to be playing forever because like new toys come out all the time, and I don't pretty much care for anything else besides I'm probably going to end up spending extra money to get the little King Mickey Power Disc. That was a D3 exclusive, and get Mickey and play that. But I'm just playing everything that has to do with Episode 7. So all the 3.0s packs that have come out, I'm only playing Episode 7 stuff. Or the 3.0 Star Wars editions. What I don't know how you classify it, but I'm playing that stuff right now. Play a lot of Destiny. Destiny is bae right now. Good Lord.
That word just needs to go away.
I've pumped thousands of hours into Destiny. I have like 900 hours on my Xbox One. I have approaching 300 hours on my PS4. It's a problem. And I'm at a dilemma of like I'm playing on two consoles and I don't know where to play. On my Xbox One, I have almost every exotic. I have almost every weapon that's worth having. On my PS4, I'm trying to build up. Like I have Hawkmoon, which is probably the only notable weapon I have. But it's just this dichotomy I'm facing right now is the reason I'm become more of an advocate against pre-ordering and console exclusives, because everything should be available everywhere to everyone. Because you paid $60 for a game, you should get the game. You should get the game. Like if you want to put out DLC, like I love the way CG Projekt Red and whoever else published that game handled The Witcher. Because with The Witcher, you got 400 hours out of the box. Like if you did nothing else besides just get The Witcher, no DLC, whatever you like, to beat the game, and like all the side quests, which there's side quests in that game that are better than most games, which is sad. I think there's one side quest I heard is 5 hours long. 5 hours is a Call of Duty campaign.
Yep.
And that's a side quest, my G. A side quest. So out of that, you can get four. If you really felt like you get 400 hours out of The Witcher, and then they put out 16 packs free of DLC. Now I read an article where he described like DLC versus expansions, and he talked about weapons packs, clothing, beards, hairstyles, all that stuff is DLC. He said they will never charge for that, which is an amazing thought because their next game, Cyberpunk 2020 whatever, looks fun too. So the concept of like, hey, we're gonna put out a game and all the little knickknacks that you could have, those are gonna be free. But then giant expansions are gonna be, you're gonna pay for them, and I have no problem because of the way they handle that game. I have no problem paying for. They already announced their next expansion, and I already pre-ordered the collector's edition. I was like, yep, give me that.
Another
Another collector's edition. I have too many collector's.
Add to the room, and Narnia's being full right now.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna pick it up. It's basically, I mean, it's called Heart of Stone. Shots fired at Hearthstone. It comes with real life card packs, Gwent, which the first 40 hours I played that game, I didn't even play the story mode. I played a fake card game they created, which has turned out to be a lot of fun. So I'm gonna pick the collector's edition up. I have no problem rewarding a company who's doing good things. I mean, if a company, that's why I'm struggling with picking up Assassin's Creed this year. Assassin's Creed Syndicate looks really good, but I don't feel like after the misery that was Assassin's Creed Unity, I think people shouldn't pick that game up. And I felt terrible telling people not to buy a game, but vote with your wallet. If you don't like what they're doing, don't pay for their products. I mean,
and then that will force them to do something.
To change, yeah. I mean, I might pick it up pre-owned. I don't know if I even want to play the game just to stick with my stance. But let me just get into games that I'm anticipating. I'm anticipating the Taken King. Taken King comes out Tuesday. I actually worked the midnight release, so I'm excited to play that. I'm gonna put a bunch of hours in. I think I've actually decided to get on and play with my Xbox One buddies. The day one homies. Shout out to the Destiny Kings about to out here. Make Crota real upset. No, Crota's dead already. Oryx about to get real upset real quick. Yeah, so be playing a ton of that. I think I'm gonna. Every other game is gonna get backstocked until that's done, and then after we get finished with the, I don't know if I'll quote unquote finish playing Destiny, but I'm gonna jump off a bridge when Fallout 4 comes up. I'm just gonna go hide in a box and play that game.
Oh,
Look, I have 2 jobs. I'm gonna quit all jobs, drop out of school, and just eat ramen noodles and play Fallout 4.
And then a problem.
There's a bunch of games that are
that's a
coming
major
out that I'm anticipating, but the biggest game I'm anticipating is a Division. I'm tempted to do a Division podcast because I'm so enamored and intoxicated
That's
with
a
that
big
game.
word. Hold on. Can we stop? What would you say? Enamored?
Enamored by that
Wow.
game.
Yo, can you spell that for me?
That's what we're gonna be in a couple of years. That college life, man.
Oh man, like that game, everything is
So
just.
he's just gonna ignore my request. All right, that's
Yeah.
cool.
No, I'm just like, look, I can't
keep
even.
Going. It's all right.
Everything about that game is everything I want.
You're
from the
highly
shooter.
upset about that.
Yeah, man, I'm pissed.
Everything. I hope it works out.
Trying to learn.
I really hope it works out the way they're saying it will, which would be amazing. Again, I hope they avoid a bunch of like DLC nonsense. It's another shared world shooter, which is. It's not really an MMO, but it is. So a shared world shooter is kind of a new category that's developing.
Yeah.
Destiny would be technically a shared world shooter instead of an MMO. Division I consider a shared world shooter. I think the new Tom Clancy Wildlands game is going to be a shared world shooter, even
looks
though
like
it's
it
more
may
like a
be.
collab. Yeah, it's a new space, and it's really exciting what's going on. Again, I'm gonna fall back to Destiny. The year 2 changes are astronomical. Like, the new leveling system is so cool. I could probably do a Destiny podcast. There's too many of them out there. If you're looking for a good Destiny podcast, check out Fire Team Chat by the IGN guys. Check out Planet Destiny. They do some good work. Those are the ones I listen to and know my information. But yeah, I'm gonna stop there because there's too many games. Like there's Street Fighter, Rainbow Six Vegas.
Oh, whoa, yeah. I forgot about
I'm
that.
it's not even, I said Rainbow Six Vegas, but I'm thinking about Rainbow Six Siege. But honestly, I'm playing Rainbow Six Siege a lot. But I'm going to play so much Vegas 2. I played so much Vegas 2 on the 360. I'm going to just play. I'm going to play the daylights out of Vegas 2 when it releases on Xbox One with backwards compatibility. And all right, I'm gonna probably do my last little diatribe before we end here. Recently at E3, Xbox announced backwards compatibility. Shout outs to them. Like Phil Spencer. In my opinion, Phil Spencer is one of the best things to happen to Xbox in a long time. Like, no disrespect to the other guys, but Phil Spencer is killing it right now. I feel like he knows what the gamers want. He's listening and he's actively pursuing games and products and services that we really want. At least that's how I feel. I don't care about anyone else feels. I don't care about anyone's opinion. That's how I personally feel. That backwards compatibility, like, I feel like they were in a corner, and instead of just laying down and getting beat up like Nintendo is, they grabbed a giant sledgehammer, set it on fire, and started swinging because they came out of the gates just.
Real quick, wait, can I say something real quick? Just real
Yeah.
quick. We still love you, Nintendo.
I mean,
continue.
Shout out to
Nintendo.
I'm probably gonna. I think I'm
gonna
gonna buy another 3DS in like 3 days. So it's not like we don't love Nintendo. We're just like
trying to cop some
Yeah, y'all
N64 games, man. What
y'all
you
are just
talking about?
out
like you
here.
guys just need to get a little bit more aggressive out there.
Yeah,
That's all it
just
is.
struggles.
Like, bring up that hardware, please.
We'll see what happens with
That's
the
a
We'll see what
conversation for
happens
another
with the
day.
end
Yeah, that's a
system.
different podcast.
But yeah, I'm super excited for the idea of backwards compatibility. I still think, like, who's really gonna be going back and playing these old games besides? I think a lot of people are like, yay, backwards compatibility. 10% of the gaming population is really gonna use it. I will use it to go play Skyrim until the remastered edition comes out, and then I'm gonna buy remastered editions. That's why the reason I'm excited for backwards compatibility is because I think it's going to stop re-releases, which I can't stand. I mean, okay, not that I can't stand it. I like them, but I'm just not buying them because put your efforts, your money, and your time into making new games.
yeah.
And I think backwards compatibility is going
Will
to
eliminate a lot of
yeah,
that.
it's going to be a good way to cut a lot of it. I understand upgrade graphics, this, that. I don't care. I want new games. So I've been saying Sony needs to do something about it. A lot of people are like, oh, Sony's Sony's backwards compatibility is gonna fail. Gibby just broke the table.
Yo, this one just like went down.
Yeah, Gibby just broke the table. No, and so I've been saying PlayStation now bought PlayStation bought this company called Gaikai.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna have to edit that part out. So PlayStation bought this company called Gaikai back a while ago. So it's supposed to be their answer to streaming, so backwards compatibility. Essentially, it's a Netflix for video games, which is a subscription-based service. But the thing they have now is just not. It's not it.
No.
I mean,
no,
you have
it's
to not
definitely
only
not.
do you have to pay for the service, you have to pay for the games. You can't own the games. You rent the games. It's too high a price. I mean, there was one game.
By the end of it, you pay way too much money just to have the game for what 90 days
at most. And like, I saw the 90-day rental for a game was like $14. I don't even remember what game it was. But I walked into GameStop the next day, walked into the clearance aisle. That same game was on sale for $4.99.99. What are you smoking? You
Wait, hold on, what?
Yes, the game they wanted.
Cicadas and deplorable.
Not only was the game, not only you have to pay whatever to like access to PlayStation Now, you also have to pay the $15 to own it for 90 days. When you can walk in a GameStop, walk in clearance, pick it up for $5, and that during that sale, it was stupid. It was like if you bought. It was buy one get. It was buy one get one.
Own game, get a second one free.
So you
well, we obviously know who this is for. This is for little hillbilly Jimmy who doesn't live by a GameStop.
Hillbilly Jimmy doesn't have the access to get him in.
Matter of fact, does he even have Wi-Fi?
Does Hillbilly Jimmy have
Hillbilly Jimmy? He can't even hear us, bro.
Oh my goodness!
Are we about to have a created character here?
If you're a hillbilly and your name is Jimmy, don't hate us.
Sorry about that.
We are acting fraudulent. It's cool. No, but this is what I've been saying for forever. What PlayStation needs to do: take PlayStation Now, reduce the cost to $10, roll it into the cost of PlayStation Plus, increase the price of PlayStation Plus to equal the same amount as Xbox Live. PlayStation Plus is currently $10 cheaper than Xbox Live. Raise it so you actually. I mean, I understand they want to be competitive and they're killing the market right now. I think their PlayStation's everywhere in the market. I saw an article that they were the highest selling console for the month of August. There are so many PlayStations out there. A lot of people don't have Xbox, but the people who really play PlayStation have PlayStation Plus. Increase the price by $10. Take PlayStation Plus, reduce the current cost to $10, roll it into the cost of PS Plus, so people are already getting it. So that way people don't feel like, oh, I'm paying extra money. You're like, oh, as an addition, this is what we're going to do. We're going to roll PlayStation Plus into PlayStation Now. And then at that point, do not make us pay extra for the game. Just have the games available
It'll be so much easier at that point.
And then get rid of the streaming thing is dumb. I think the streaming thing, because in order to play the game, not only can you not download the game, you have to stream it.
And that bandwidth is going.
Yeah, we live in the Midwest, and thankfully at this house we have Google Fiber. Not everyone has that luxury.
Google Fiber.
Shout out to Google Fiber.
Wait, hold on. Wait, no, I'll take that shout out back. They still haven't even hooked it up in my apartment yet.
That's your fault.
That's your problem. That is no problem.
Olathe messed up. They're like, we don't want Google Fiber, so they voted it down. And now they're like begging Google Fiber to come in the neighborhoods. And Google's like, we're going to go around you. We're going to get to you later. We'll deal with you later, Olathe.
Man, Google Fiber playing games, bro.
Google Fiber is hot, though. Anyway, so not everyone has the capacity, bandwidth, or whatever to really stream these games. Like, okay, roll the price, make it $10, roll it into the price of PlayStation Plus. I'm more than willing to pay the extra $10. Give us access to the game.
Yeah, especially if they're going to do that. Yeah,
and then don't worry about PS3 games right now. Give us the PS1 games.
Because there were some games on it.
I wasn't even the biggest Twisted Metal fan, but put like the classic PS1 games.
PS2 games. Let me get NBA Street.
NBA Street Volume 2.
Yes.
Jump off
SOCOM 2. Like the catalog is astronomical. I don't understand.
Sly Cooper.
Yeah, I mean, like they haven't updated PlayStation Now in a while, which I think is why they're doing something. But I think that is my idea to Sony. Please take it. Please run it. Please do it. I don't just do something with PlayStation Now, because right now, a lot of people are saying, that backwards compatibility is gonna allow Xbox to catch up to PlayStation. You're delusional.
Yeah, I know.
You're delusional.
No,
you were hanging on to a dream. And that, just as a disclaimer, I have both consoles. I just talked about possibly buying a 3DS. I'm definitely buying a Wii U. I'm a console agnostic. Play whatever games on whatever system you have. I don't care too much for a PC. I'm building one, but like WASD and the mouse, I'm not the biggest fan of that. I started playing on PC a while ago, but I'd much rather just chill on the couch and play with my controller.
The actual controller is just.
I mean, that's just the way I feel. Like, I understand graphics and all that cool stuff. Good for you. Salam alaikum. I'd just rather have my consoles. That's just the way I was. That's just how I like playing games.
Yeah.
But you can play on a PC with a controller. I still don't care. I just rather walk into my room, hit a button, 3 minutes later play it.
Hit a button these days.
Yeah, Xbox, I mean, and I understand. On PC you can mod.
Lazy.
You can get it. You can mod this. You can do this and mess.
But how long does it take you to able to start playing the game?
And I don't care to hate on PCs. I think it's an amazing system. Like Steam. Wonderful platform.
I'm on Steam.
Wonderful platform. I have a bunch of Steam games. I'm actually trying to win this code that gives you every Valve game forever free, which is cool. It's cool. It's awesome. I just much rather just hop on my console, play the games I want whenever I want, be able to hop off. Cool.
I think one thing that's good about consoles versus PCs, like I'm on both as well, but like both as well. But there are more people like these guys. They're definitely not on on PC. And Tim, are you on PC?
What's a PC?
No, okay. I don't want to make that mistake because PC is definitely by far the biggest console ever. Partially because there's no people are on PS3 versus PS4. No, if you're on PC, you're on PC.
You're on PC.
You just play. You can play with somebody from Korea one night. And you can play with somebody from Scotland.
No, like what I'm saying, like people that you know. It's more that people that you like actually know, like physically would have.
Yeah, okay. I think that's probably specific to us because we hang around each other. Yeah. I think a lot of people that play PC games, yes, I don't understand. Not that I don't understand. It's just like PC gaming I can get into on some level. And like I have the Fallout anthology that comes in a new case, so that's really the big reason I'm building PC so I can play Skyrim and Fallout whenever the heck I feel like it. But I just like to play the console, so
I like PC.
How did we get to PC gaming from Xbox? Anyway, back to my thing.
I want to say I like indie games. That's the reason I'm on PC.
And there's a ton of indie games that by the time they're into PC, I'm like, don't care anymore. But shout out to Rocket League for like being the reverse, starting out on PlayStation and then killing it on PC. Those guys did amazing work. Check out Rocket League. But yeah, I don't think Xbox. I feel like Phil Spencer and the Xbox team is doing great things to really make great strides to come back. But like, I don't want to. It's never too late because even PlayStation 3 came back at the end and they were really doing good work with Last of Us and some of those good games.
Last of Us.
But I feel like with Mortal Kombat X, competition only is on PS4. 2K has kind of been teetering the fence. I think they're more selling on PS4. Destiny is on both consoles, but the marketing is on PS4. Like I said, I bought these 20th anniversary. There's the picture of a Guardian on the back of these things. And if you didn't know better, you would think Destiny was a PS4 exclusive because of the amount of marketing behind it. Same thing with Star Wars. People might not know this, but if you have EA Access, you actually get to play Star Wars Battlefront 5 days early. But because of the amount of marketing behind it, a lot of people think it's a PlayStation exclusive. A lot of people. I mean, and that's just the way it is. I think Xbox is doing fine. They're selling hundreds of thousands of those systems a month. I just think the Sony is too big. And I think that's a wonderful example of people voting with their wallet. Microsoft was like, hey, we're going to come out and do this. And somebody was like,
no, you're not.
No, you're not. No, you're not. And
the huge thing was also to start was that whole $100 drop.
The $100 drop
to start.
No,
people were like,
not even that. It was when Shuhei Yoshida and I think it was Adam Boyce. There was like the big thing was like Xbox talking about this is how you share games. You have to have this DRM. And they
don't even bring DRM.
Oh my goodness, it was so funny. It was probably my favorite moment of E3 ever. There was like, well, we're going to talk about game sharing. Those kind of like groans in the theater. And I was like, here's a video. And you see old ass Shuhei Yoshida with a game in his hand. And he goes, this is how you share games on PlayStation. And he looked at Adam Boyce. He handed him the game. and they just smiled because they knew they had him. They just smiled, and as soon as just fade to black, the theater erupted. I don't know where I was, but I just stood up.
I remember because I was watching it on my Xbox in my house.
I was like, yup. Yeah, you think
Sony.
You think Xbox is swinging a big hammer now? Bruh, PlayStation came out with the Mike Tyson punch. Oh man,
Xbox, I hope you got vaccinated because you caught some hands.
Oh, real fast.
they handed them the hands, Jackie Briggs style. It was beating them up bad, and it was funny. Like immediately, like a week later, we saw all these retractions from Microsoft. Oh, we're retracting this. Oh, we're retracting this, and then they came out with their system, and they were really trying to figure out their marketing.
And you remember they pushed back their date to, I think, in some countries to release it because of the Kinect.
Yeah.
They really wanted to get the Kinect.
I feel like they were trying to push things. Like they were just like, okay, let's see how much we can milk out.
I don't want to say they were trying to milk it. I think they were very. I actually kind of wish they would have stuck with some of the things, because some of the things sound interesting. Like if I still kind of want them to sell the Kinect in the box, because if everybody day one gets Kinect in the box, people know, especially Xbox One exclusive, no hope. So it comes with Kinect. We can develop better for the Kinect, because Kinect is actually quite an amazing feat. Like I worked at Microsoft part time during the holiday season, and I had to go through some Kinect training. It's an amazing device. It just was mismarketed. Mm-hmm. I think augmented reality, things like Morpheus and HoloLens, and I think those things are going to be. I think they're going to overtake the Kinect by far. But the Kinect is really, truly an amazing piece of technology. Just mismarketed, wrong place, wrong time. Kind of like the Nintendo one, something boy, Virtual Boy.
Dude, don't even ring.
We're not even gonna go there. But
Sorry,
yeah,
Nintendo.
long story short, game. I don't think there's ever been a better time to be a gamer than now. Both companies are doing great things. Nintendo, we need y'all to step up.
I might talk about both companies. Like Nintendo's not even in there.
Nintendo needs to do something.
They're quite
We
far
still love
behind,
Nintendo.
man.
I think
Nintendo will always have a soft spot in our hearts.
It's because that's how we grew up. That's what we grew up on.
First of all, not even just the N64, which the N64 was just something vicious. But you can go back to the NES and Super NES. There were some games on there that were hot.
But that's a whole other podcast just talking
There
about.
were some games that were hot on there.
Oh, so Peep Game. Like, the last time I worked, I don't remember what day it was. Some guy came in trying to sell some old NES games. This guy had no clue what he had. He had an original Zelda gold cartridge. He had a gold cartridge. He was trying to trade it to Finish. Like, I was like, bro, you can sell that online for like $50.
At least.
No, man, he had a gold cartridge and it was working. I was like,
What you literally do, you be like, hey, get out of here.
if I wasn't working, I would have been like, bro, meet me in the parking lot in like 5 minutes. I'm gonna take that off your hands real quick.
I was going outside.
I think he would have tried to sell it for like $20. I was like, bro, you don't even snatch. I wouldn't have snatched. And I'm like, yep, $20. Give me that. You don't know what you're doing with this. You don't know what you're doing with this. You don't deserve this. That was like my little like shocking moment of the week. I was like, what are you doing with your life, dog? Why? Anyway, that was. I'm done. I have a lot more to say, but that's kind of getting hot in here.
That's kind of rounds us out.
Yeah, no. We're thinking we're about to be done now. So this is a podcast about nothing. I'm your host, Mookie833. Mookie. Everyone else. Where can they find you?
Yeah, I'm your other host, Black Rafiki. You can find me on Instagram at Black Rafiki, Twitter at Black Rafiki30. Same thing with Snap if you do Snapchat at Black Rafiki30. Gibby?
Alright, Gibby, third host or part-time host, not really sure yet. You can find me on Instagram at Demaris07. You can find me on YouTube at Demaris07.
Spell that out, because some people don't know how to spell Demaris.
Yeah, Demaris is Demiras. And Snapchat, Demaris15 or Demaris07. I forgot. But everything.
You gonna get a random person.
Try either one of those, because honestly, me doing this whole like YouTube thing for a while, I learned that you have to keep most of your stuff the same name. So you just usually search me up anywhere, you'll find me.
Alright, my name's Tim. I guess I'm assistant to the assistant. host. But yeah, I'm on Snapchat, Twitter, Instagram, all under Timmy Tunga. Yeah.
But you got 2 Y's in there. Some people might put a single Y in.
Who spells Timmy with 1 Y?
No, I got 2 A's at the end.
Oh, it's 2 A's.
TIMMYTUNGAA.
That's right. I knew it was 2. It was 2 of something. There's 2 of something in there. Because people can just spell it with the single and they're like, I'm not finding
I can
you.
just type in Tim and then just click on the one of the black guys. See.
How many you gonna get? Like
I mean,
300,000.
how
I mean, there aren't
did you
that.
get?
I'm sorry. I just want to be honest.
So like one time, I was being dumb. I searched myself up on Facebook. There's another Timo Gutu in Nairobi, Kenya, bro. I ain't gonna get started.
Acting fraudulent out here. Acting fraudulent.
Try to send me a friend request. I was like,
Get out of here, you poser.
yeah.
Like I said, it's Caleb Dago, okay? But I go by Mookie. I'm pretty much Mookie in one way or another on everything. YouTube is Mookie833. Twitter, Mookie833. My Snapchat is Mookie833, which is just a mistake and I can't change it.
Wait, you can change that now. They updated Snapchat.
Oh, okay, then it's probably going to be Mookie8. Did I say that? I think 883 is what it is on Snapchat.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'll check it and I'll put it in the show notes. Find me on Xbox One, Mookie833. PlayStation is the real Mookie833. I tried
Yo,
to
well,
get...
hold on. Before and what's up with 833? Like,
Okay.
what did you make it at 833?
Wait.
No, okay, so freshman year was probably... freshman year KU, Hashinger Hall, 8th floor, room 33. Greatest and worst year of my life all at the same time. Shout out to the best roommate ever, though. Patrick Woodhouse, my dog for life. Patrick was the dopest roommate ever. There are just so many memories from that room that I just, like, Mookie came from KU. Like, there are people who live in Lawrence that don't know my real name is Caleb. They just know me as Mookie. And people, I mean, it's fine by me. I mean, sometimes when I go to places and I don't know you, you don't know me, I just introduce myself as Mookie. But Mookie833 is just kind of a culmination of everything that happened freshman year. It was a great time. It was kind of a time of self-discovery and adventure and all that good time. Yeah. And it's kind of stuck with me. So that's that story. So yeah.
All right.
Hashinger Hall, 8th floor, room 33. 833.
Dope.
Then when the next person stay in that room, oh man, this famous podcast guy, he used to be in this room.
Famous.
Nigga,
who you calling famous?
Yo, wait, real quick. No, wait. No, you're speaking that over, man. You better accept it.
Yeah, I accept. Receive. I receive it. Yeah, I mean, yeah. If anybody...
He's like, who are you talking about? I got homework.
Yeah, I got... No, okay, so... I'm so mad. I used to wash like my ramen noodle bowl in the little sink in the corner. So like the entire first semester until my birthday, I was eating so much ramen noodles, but I didn't have a bowl. I was eating ramen noodles out of a measuring cup.
Wait, time out.
We gotta go.
Wait, real quick. No, I just want to say something.
no.
Wait, my boy started out saying I used to wash my ramen noodle bowl in the little sink. You had one bowl for ramen.
Yeah, that was all I ate in that bowl. Was ramen noodles.
All right.
All right. It's been a pleasure. It's episode 0. Signing out. Have a good one.
Deuces.